Hello everybody, Shoeshack Redemption back for continuation of the 2005-2006 season, where we currently sit at 39-4, 7 games up in the East. Let's see, what did it say? We're 20-2 at home and 19-2 on the road, scoring 121 points. That's got to be the most I've done. See if that's true. Where is points? Points. Yeah, we had 118 and 0203. Was that our 2-loss? Is that our 2-loss year? Yeah, so we're scoring 3 more points actually than the year we only lost 2 games all season. Our differential is not quite as high because we're allowing more points than we did last year. But we're on pace. Let's see, 90.7. Where's that put us? Probably 74 wins. 74, 75, something like that. So another fantastic year to conclude here. I think I already did the training, so I think we can just jump in, finish off January, start out February. The Sonics are who we just traded Yao Ming to for Kevin Garnett. I think I already did the rotation. Yes, but Nash and Hill are coming back, so Chris Paul's about to get a start. That's right. Nash got hurt, I think, in the last game. Was he here? Yeah, he's here. So Chris Paul's about to get his first start. Hill is back, so let's go ahead and I think get him in. Aaron McKee doesn't need to play. Although I think I want to load the lineup I had. I think I had a no Nash. Okay, maybe McKee has to play? Because I don't have... Oh, no, Kobe can play. Shooting guard. We want Hill to play here. We can let Josh Smith play a little bit. Why not? Howard Smith and Garnett in at the same time is deadly. And Peyton and Kobe. This is like an all-defensive lineup here. Although Kobe's not great at defense on this. In this universe, I guess. That's where I don't have a shooting guard. That's where that's ruined. We'd have to have Peyton play. And then... he can probably play 30 minutes for a little while, right? What position were we missing? Point guard? Uh-oh. Let's just test Dwayne Wade's stamina here. We've only got Josh Smith playing 4 minutes. That seems kind of wasteful. Let's do that. We'll go 9-man for probably only... Well, Nash is 2 to 4 weeks, so it's going to be longer than I thought. Let's see how this goes. Well, we lost already. The Grizzlies are the best team in the West, I think, so it's not super surprising, but not exactly how I wanted things to go. I think we're done scouting real people, so we'll just go down the list here. And we lost by 31 to the Warriors, so like huge losses. So maybe 9-man is not the way to go. The Grizzlies are almost as good as us. Jason Richardson. After I logged off last time, I was looking around at stats and stuff, and I happened to find something fun. If you look closely at this stat line, you can see that Jason Richardson had 11 steals in a game, which ties an NBA record. I checked. So it's not like he averages a lot of them, though. 1.5 per game, and he got 11. So I don't know what in the world happened, but J. Rich was taking the ball. We couldn't stop any of their scores. Wade, Shaq, Kobe only had 14. Chris Paul's first start had 5 turnovers, didn't shoot very well. Wade fouled out. Then we beat the Knicks. Joe Johnson got 30. Kobe played much better in that one. Shaq, nice game. Garnett with a double-double. Nice. 7 assists, too. That's kind of weird. 2 for 10. So Chris Paul's starting is not going very well. Bosch 1 for 8. That's pretty awful. But we did have a 40-point win here over Yao Ming's Sonics. Shaq had 12 points, 2 rebounds. That's not very good. But Wade had full stat line there, but 5 turnovers as well. Paul was better. Yao 22 and 9. He played 39 minutes. I assume he's having some great games here recently. Well, so he fouled out in this one probably. Yeah. He's doing a lot more than he did for the Pacers, so his average is going to be moving up. We'll see if the Sonics hold on to him as his rookie contract expires. The Warriors are just right behind the Grizzlies, it looks like. So we lost to the 2 best teams in the West. Shaq had 7 assists. Dwayne Wade had 8 turnovers. We're going to have to switch up this lineup. I think we're going to start Dwayne Wade. Chris Paul, although he's had his 2 best games, he gets a lot of turnovers, even though Wade had even more. Peyton was not good there. They've got a good team. Francis averaging 15, Jackson 14, Carter 23, Weber 19. They got Darrell Armstrong off the bench. Ben Wallace getting all the rebounds. It's a cool team. How far is Nash away? It says 1 to 2 weeks now. We are going to switch things up. Alright, what we're going to do is probably take Wade out early and then he can come back in. Something like that. We probably will play Josh Smith a little bit. Peyton. Alright, let's try to get these guard minutes figured out. So Wade, Kobe's back in at shooting guard. That doesn't look awful, actually. That's 6 minutes for, so 14 in the first half. That's doable. Then we'll do something similar here. Let's try this. And Chris Paul's in. Let's do 28 for GP again. But we need Kobe to take some of these shooting guard minutes from D. Wade. And Hill can take them. That's looking better. So Peyton's back to 28 because He gets tired easily. D-Wade gets shot up to 34 because he's tied for the best player on my team, I believe. And let's give Shaq that rest we've been giving him every now and then. Alright, so this is now the no-Nash lineup we'll go with. And we're back to 10-man rotation because Josh Smith's getting 8 minutes. Good for him. We get hopefully some revenge on the Grizzlies. We got back-to-backs here, one home, and then we travel to Boston. Couple wins. We do indeed get our revenge on the Grizzlies. We beat them by 39. That one was away. That one was home. That was another home loss as well. So what's that? That's 46 over the Celtics. Just barely over 500. Kobe, Wade. Bosh, Garnett had like identical games, but Bosh played 10 more minutes. Howard is up here higher than he usually is. We get a double-double for Chris Paul. We put him on the bench, and he has like his best game of his career so far. Okay, well that is a good start for this new rotation. Michael Redd only had 18, only made 1 3. His scoring has dropped a little bit over the last couple of years. Then we go to Boston and win by 19. We held them to 28 points in the first half. Redd again was not very good. Kobe, Wade, and Shaq at the top. Double-double for Bosh, even though he shot terribly. Paul with another good game. Gary Payton didn't score, but had other things, including 5 steals. Then we annihilate the Grizzlies. 26 for Wade and Kobe each. Grant Hill, 20 points in 16 minutes off the bench. Chris Paul was close to a triple-double in that one. Gary Payton is not scoring. This time it was Stoudemire. J. Rich we held to 11, shooting 3 for 13. They couldn't make threes. And then 25 over the really bad Spurs. Dwayne Wade, a double-double and 2 assists away from a triple-double. I think he had a double-double earlier. He did. That's his second. He had 8 last year, but he started a lot more games. Grant Hill back-to-back up here in the top few players. Kobe Bryant had 4 points because he fouled out in 22 minutes. That's very rare. For the Spurs, that Kevin Martin. Kevin Martin's averaging 16 points in year number 2. Looks like he and Q Rich are probably their only scorers, really. I don't remember how far I did the training, so let's see. Looks like I didn't do it here. Actually, yeah, that's fine. Bodywork, Nuggets are good, probably too. The Pistons are good as well. And then, yeah, we'll just do that. And I didn't stop and look. I should have stopped after last week to see who won the January awards. Dwayne Wade actually got the Player of the Week for that last week of January. January, T-Mac and Carmelo. And Darren Williams and Andrew Bynum are the rookies. All right, now let's continue. Dwight Howard has torn his bicep and will be out for a while. Well, we did trade for Sean Kemp, But we also have Kevin Garnett that can play a lot more, and Bosch could play center too. So I think what's going to happen is Josh Smith's going to get a lot more minutes, because Kemp's not quite rotation worthy at this point. And McKee might be playing. Let's find out. I think Bosch will probably be playing center most times when Shaq is out, but then Garnett will have to play some. Let's try to do all the center minutes first. Do Bosch, KG. Oh, controller skipped there. Alright, now let's see. What we need to change here. So, sticking with the power forward center, we need Garnett. Then Josh Smith comes in here. Give Garnett a little rest, maybe, because he's going to play this big long stretch. And then Smith. This is Garnett. Smith. Oops. Oh my gosh. Small forward. Hill. There we go. Alright, Bosch at 33. So that's like 5 more than he had before. We've got Smith at 13. Hill at 20. That's a long stretch for Grant Hill. Do maybe 2 more for Smith. Garnett only got up to 24. He'd have to take more from Bosch. I think we'll just go with that. See how it works out. So we did manage to not put Aaron McKee in, so we are 9-man again. This is no Steve Nash and Dwight. So we might switch things up once Nash is back, but we'll see. Garnett now is the 6th man. 9-man. Beat the Sixers by 30. We gotta keep scouting people. Lester Hunter. Steve Nash is back. I'm gonna still go ahead and do this game since we're already there. Won by 31. Now Steve Nash can come in. Do I want him to start? He's had a really good year. I think he's going to start because we want to keep Dwayne Wade going for 6th man of the year. As a starter, he's scoring more, rebounding a lot more, shooting a little worse, actually. He's been ridiculous off the bench. How many games has he started? 6. So he still could start a lot more probably and still be 6th man of the year, but I don't know what exactly the cutoff is. And we were doing pretty well with Steve Nash starting, so let's go ahead and get him in. And we'll just go with the OG lineup and then see what we need to change. Alright, so this we could, no, I guess 25 minutes for Nash, that's not too much, so should be fine. And I know I did it a little different here. Something like that. To take a minute away from Peyton, I think that was the reason for that. We had Bosch here. That was kind of a weird lineup. Do I just stick with Garnett at center? I'm sure he can manage it. That puts him only at 19. I'd rather he play more than that. Take these two, I guess. We can play there, a couple more. So 22, 31 for Bosch Smith at 13 again. That seems fine. Alright, so we'll go with this for our no Dwight lineup, have that saved. Well, Dwight's going to miss most of the rest of the year, it seems. Got three guys at 13, and then Wade and Garnett. But we are 10-man again. Let's see if we can keep winning. We do. Check out this. Sixers are pretty good. Dwayne Wade played 42 minutes. Somehow Dwight Howard's injury made Dwayne Wade play more. But he got 12 assists and 6 steals, both probably career highs. 12 assists, 6 steals, there they are. Hedo Turkoglu, 53 points. Every time I see that, it's kind of scary. Four blocks for Shaq. Iverson got 26. Where's Tony? Tony only had 10. He's 3 for 10. Still doing much better as a starter for Philly. 31 over the Hawks. That's Jay Williams having his best year so far. He's already played 3 more seasons than he did in real life. Paul Pierce held to 13. Kobe 1 assist away from, I believe, would have been his first triple-double. Yep. That's too bad. I feel like they would have found a way to get him that last assist. Garnett 15. So this was when we were 9-man before Nash came back. Peyton 2 points. So then Nash came back, and we beat the 39-15 Nets. They're one of the teams that have beaten us so far this year. Jason Terry went for 27. Boozer, almost a double-double. Ray Allen fouled out in 19 minutes trying to guard Kobe or Peyton or Wade or somebody. Kobe got to the line the most, but Wade did too. 6 for 6. Kobe's 38, one of the highest of, might be the most anybody scored this year so far for my team. Garnett, another good game. Nash, not a good return. 2 for 10, didn't make his 3, or a 3. Only beat the Bucks by 4. Kobe and Shaq leading the way. Nash made his only shot in that one. It was a 3. Gilbert got 29. Alright, we get to play the Warriors again. The Suns are really good. The Nuggets are good. And the Pistons are like the second best team in the East. So this is probably going to be at least one loss, especially since 3 are away. There's the loss, and Kobe is hurt, which means Probably Grant Hill starts. I don't really want to start Wade at small forward. Oh boy. Let's go ahead and switch those. Aaron McKee might be playing. Grant Hill's definitely not playing 9 minutes to start out. Who else can play small forward? We could have Bosch play another one here, maybe. Hill, I want probably around 27 or something like that. Let's do Smith. Something similar here. Alright. And we can do... Well, we can't do that there. We could do Smith here. See how this works out. It doesn't. Garnett gets a random 2-minute break. It's not great. I don't really want Bosch to come in at minute number 2 in the 4th. That seems kind of silly. So maybe it's alright. Give Garnett a little bit of a break there. Smith's at 20 minutes. Look at that. Grant Hill, that's a long stretch. Okay, so maybe we don't do whatever I just did. So he was there. This was center. I don't remember what exactly it was. It was something like that. Shaq's back to 30. Hill at 28. I still don't like that. So this can be Garnett and Smith. I don't really want my whole starting lineup in to start the 4th. So while 8 minutes to end the game seems a little crazy for Grant Hill, I think that's what we're going with. Somehow Josh Smith has more minutes than Garnett. How did that happen? How did that happen? We can do this one. Now it's the opposite. There we go. Alright, save that. This is now no Kobe and Dwight. Well, injuries aren't super fun, especially doing the screen over and over is not super fun. It is interesting to see how things change. Like, people get to step it up. Grant Hill's starting now, so scoring is going to look a lot different. Maybe Bosch will score more. Maybe Shaq will go off for a crazy game. Who knows? But that was a super low scoring against the Nuggets. And we just lost by 30. Wow. Okay. Well, I said I was going to win like 74 or 75 games, and right now 74 is the most we can get, and we've still got a lot of playing to do. Oh boy. So we beat the Suns by 14. I like when those three guys all get 20. I don't know the last time Peyton had like a respectable amount of points. Tim Thomas got 24. Andre Miller on the Suns. So that's... Oh, this was the team that didn't have a point guard and they traded for him. That was the one other trade that happened. Which is funny because he came from Seattle, and that's where Tim Duncan left in the offseason. So Duncan and Miller are reunited. Cool. 52 over the Warriors. And this was an away game. We allowed 25 points in the second half. It was 69 to 25. Jackson fouled out, still led the team in scoring. Shaq did go off for 27, but this was before Kobe got hurt. Wade with 23. Double-double for KG. Nash almost got one. Peyton, 11 assists, 5 steals. And this is going to be interesting. Marbury, Lewis, Okur, Karolinko. I mean, defensively, Karolinko, yeah, he's a great defender, but otherwise, why are they holding me to 81 points? We shot just terribly. Shaq had 10. We only missed one free throw, and it wasn't even Shaq. But 2 for 8, 1 for 5. Actually, we shot better than they did. We had 16 turnovers, just not a good game. Nobody really went off. But this is scary, because this is a team we'll probably have to face in the playoffs. Amari Stoudemire had 37 points and 6 blocks. He's averaging 26 and a half. Sharif. This team's looking pretty dangerous. So this was the game without Kobe. So do I have McKee playing small forward? Gary Payton was 1 for 10. We did almost shoot 50%, but so did they. We had 20 turnovers. We made 3 threes. They've made 20 more free throws, so lots of differences here. Bosch fouled out. Do I have McKee at small forward? I do. And it's only when he's with Wade, so I guess that makes sense. I also should probably have... Well, no. I was going to say Nash could finish the game, but that would mean Wade's at small forward. Nah. Alright, I don't think I did training up to here. Probably not going to study film. Try to avoid some injuries here. Let's do a study film here before we play the Bucks again. Because we only beat them by like 4 last time, I think. Alright, let's see if we can win some games. Contract, would you like to stop? Yes, I would, because Gary Payton is due some money. And we're hoping... Sean Kemp's here too, even though... when I traded for him, it said he was retiring. So... I don't know if he's changed his mind, or if it just kind of resets that. Don't know. Nash, we're waiting, because we might even trade him in the off season, especially if we're getting GP back, 2 years. 10.3 I feel like is doable. Go ahead and do that. He's accepted. So it's less than he's been making. He's going to be older, but I mean, he'll still be at least 85 next year, I would think. If he goes down more than 3, it's scary. It's his defense that's really making him the money. His shooting has never been amazing. Alright, continuing with more scouting. Kobe is back already. Seemed quick. Let's just load that no Dwight lineup and be on our merry way. Well, maybe he doesn't need to play 35 minutes. Let's do 33. Maybe 32. Grant Hill can play a little bit. Can also give do that. Shack arrest. Alright, we won't save that because it's not really my full lineup, because giving Kobe a little bit of a rest. Am I 9-man in this? No. Okay. Dwight Howard has been upgraded. I'm guessing he still shouldn't play. Probably not. Alright, some giant wins here after back-to-back losses for the first time in a long, long time. 44 over the Clippers. They have 12 wins, led by Chucky Atkins. Actually, 4 years with the Clippers now. Nash leads the team. Chris Bosh, huge game. Shaq, 16 boards. '21 over the T-Wolves, who also have 12 wins. Shaq, 26. Good games. Wade fouled out. Nash, big double-double. Bosh only 7 points in that one. Corey Maggette gets 31. He's averaging 26. 46 over the Kings. They are decent. Page is averaging under 20 now. Kobe's back, 38 and 8. Bosh, huge game. Nash, another big double-double. Shaq, barely a double-double. KG, 10 boards. That was a good-looking game. And then 34 over the Cavs. What was their record? Not very good. Kobe and Shaq leading the way. Garnett and Bosh right behind them. D-Wade only with 12. He fouled out again. 5 steals for GP. Radmanovich with 24. Let's go check the February awards. Were there any other transactions? No other firings. Nobody else got extended or signed. Jeff McInnes. Oh no. I think Ray Allen had a bad injury in a previous year too. Yeah, he played 35 games one year. It was like a knee or I hope not Achilles, but Jeff Foster, Livingston, well, he has been through some stuff in his career. Dirk Nowitzki broke his leg. That's not good. Alright, Kobe is right behind LeBron, averaging 29 points per game. The Pistons got two guys up here, along with Timmy. Darren, Rookie of the Year, looks like he's probably going to get it. Bogut's got a chance, though, especially with those 2.2 blocks. Six man, still Dwayne Wade's to lose. Hopefully he doesn't. He has 45 badges. What does Kobe have? He has 8 more badges than Kobe and 5 less than LeBron. Defensive player Shaq is first now, all of a sudden. Averaging 18, almost 10 boards, 2.3 blocks, 61%. Wow. And sluggish. Battier and LeBron are in it. Most improved, Tony Parker. Yao Ming is up to 15 points per game now. Cool for him. And Players of the Week. No Pacers. We got Hito, both the Pistons, J. Rich, LeBron a couple times. Player of the Month, Hito and Braun. Rookie, Felton and Bogut. Mock draft, Pacers look like they have the picks for the 4 worst, so 7 of the top 10. Playoff picture, we've got 19 games left and we're 9 up on the Pistons. Bobcats still, and with a sub 500 record, are first in their division, therefore 3rd seed. Magic are bad. Warriors and Grizz battling it out. Suns not far behind. And some really, really bad teams out west. Alright, I think we keep on rolling. Dwight Howard is back. I'm gonna go this game without him. Win by 22. So Josh Smith, how many games has he gotten to play now? He's not super happy about it, but he has gotten in 26 games, including 3 starts. He's done really well when he's played. So now we get to go back to our normal lineup. I feel like Kemp would be up here. Haven't really looked at stats in a while. Chris Paul's doing pretty well. How many starts did he get before I ruined that experiment? 4. Howard shooting ridiculous. Grant Hill's been amazing. KG as a backup is very, very happy. Let's see what his splits are. Pretty much the All-Star break we could look at. 11 and 7. He's shooting 60%. I'm guessing having some other star players on the court helps out with that. He's not the focus. D-Wade, we already saw. Bosch, I've not looked at in a while. 12 and 7. He's playing 2 more minutes. He's still not shot a 3. Oh no, he's 4 for 15. I didn't see that. Oh, he does have percentage. Okay. He's not very happy either. He and Wade are both going into the last year of their rookie contracts. Kobe's dipped under 25 points, but we're about to give him his minutes back. Nash still 50, 40, 90. Looking more comfortable to do that in back-to-back years. Let's load the normal rotation. And did I not load the normal rotation? Oh, because I don't have the normal rotation with Garnett. Huh. Okay, well, Garnett is power forward. Howard is center. And then we'll save it. This is the first time I've been fully healthy, I think. We did that. And then we did that, I think. No, it was actually this. I still didn't do that right. We gave another minute to Wade, I thought. And then that. I don't know. We're going with it. Wade at 30, I like. Nash 26, Peyton 20. That's fine. Paul's down to 12. So I somehow took one away from Paul. That's not really what I was trying to do. Kobe gets his minutes back. Fine. Garnett at 20 sounds pretty good. Let's give Howard that one. Because how much better is Bosch than Garnett? Bosch is 85. Okay. Garnett can take another minute or two then. Away from Mr. Bosch. Could do it here. Let's just go with that. So that becomes my new just normal rotation. We're going to hope Dwight can play 19 minutes with his recovering torn bicep. We did do training already, right? Yes. We lost to the Heat. We get our full team back and we lose. 22 over the Bucks, though. Shaq, 22. Only missed 2 shots. Garnett, great game. Kobe, not so great. Josh Smith was 2 for 11. Why are you shooting that much? The Heat are not very good. Is not a team we should be losing to. It wasn't Kobe's fault. It wasn't Shaq's fault. GP only had 2 assists, but actually had his best shooting game in a while. Dwight had a nice return. Looks like we just didn't play defense and we turned it over a whole bunch. And Dwayne Wade did not do much and fouled out. Oh boy, that's David West scoring 39 points. Give him his career high. Cool. Cool. Then we come back and beat the Bobcats by 13. They are now at 500. Darren Williams having a nice little rookie season. Kobe and Wade combined for 50. Nash double-double. Bosch only 6 points. Not much from the power forward position there. Alright, did I do... Gotta keep recovering my guys here with all these back-to-backs. We got four days without games in back-to-back weeks. That's rare. Yeah, let's do a little film study here and then figure out how we can beat the Heat, hopefully. Oh boy, gotta scout some more fake people. Oh, won by 40. That was a nice week. Beat the Bucks by 8. So Wade seems to be the guy who fouls out the most often, and then he has games where he has 0 fouls. Howard 1 for 6. Not sure what he's shooting. Beat the Hawks by 40. Shaq 35 and 12. Is that his season high? It sure is. It's actually 9 off of his career high. That's crazy. He's averaging as many points as he's had in the last 4 years. Again, I think that's just because Dirk is gone. Per 36, it's the most he's had in a long, long time. That's cool. At age 34 to be doing that on this team. It's crazy. Beat the Cavs by 27. Gerald Green got 33 on me. He's still averaging 20 points. Granger's at 12. Shaq, look at these games. 29. Kobe, Wade, Bosch. Got 4 guys over 20 in this one. Gary Payton, 14 assists. Beat the Sixers by 33. All the guys in double figures here. Made half of our threes. Payton getting lots of assists again. We got AI with 27. Tony Parker held to 9. So Parker's not been able to do much against us, but having a good year. All right, we've got plenty of time to prepare for the Sonics here. And we did beat them by 22. Beat the Knicks by 36. Kobe and Wade. It's about time we start looking at resting people if we're far enough ahead of everybody. Kmart gets 23. Beat the Celtics by 20. Kobe with 33. Shaq 5 blocks. 29 minutes for Shaq seems to be the sweet spot to get the best out of him. Must not get very tired so he can dominate when he's on the court. Michael Redd and Mo Peterson. And then all the way over here is 22 over the Sonics, who are actually not very good. I feel like they've gotten worse since I gave them Yao, which is really weird. He's now up to 16 and 8, shooting 50%. Baron Davis, averaging 18, a little dip from last year. Kobe back-to-back 33-point games, I think. He made all 11 of his free throws. We made a whole bunch of free throws. They only had one guy foul out, but they had a lot of fouls. Gary Payton's been getting lots of assists. All right, how many games? We're at 73, so we've got 9 games left. And how far up are we? We are 10 games up on the Pistons, but only 7 on the Warriors, so it's not time to rest yet, because the Warriors have a chance. But after this, hopefully not. That needs to be some recovery. Let's just get through this week and see. Hopefully we can beat the Heat, since they were the last team to beat us. We did, and then we beat the Cavs by 50. It was 15 over the Heat. McGrady with 31. He's averaging 30. That's just cool. I don't remember seeing him on the list when they beat us. That's going to make me sad. They didn't have Tracy McGrady when they beat us. It was all David West and Gerald Wallace. Oh boy. Well, we held West to 15 and Gerald Wallace had 2 points, so I guess we're better against them when they have their best player. Makes sense. Kobe did not shoot well at all. Shaq getting lots of blocks again. Josh Smith played because Kobe and Bosch both fouled out. Then we come home to annihilate the Cavs. Shaq, Wade, and Kobe. Double-double for Bosch. Peyton had 6 steals. Double-double for Nash. And Vladimir's at the top again. Alright, so now let's first look around the league. Did anything happen? We did have some coach changes. So Clippers fired their coach and hired Frank Johnson, who was the Wolves coach. And the Wizards fired their coach and hired another fake guy. Magic did the same. Cool. Was Batty already on there? Maybe? And I just skipped him because I saw Ray Allen. That's not great for LeBron James's Trailblazers. Award races, Kobe went from 2nd to 5th. I don't know why. Well, I think LeBron James has that wrapped up, so it doesn't really matter. But I'm also hoping that's probably going to mean Kobe will not be All-NBA first team because there are already 3 forwards ahead of him. Cool. Rookie of the Year, still Darren. Sixth man, still D. Wade. I don't think Dunleavy was in there before. He's been consistent for the Raptors. Battier, if he's going to miss the rest of the season, he might not get it, but don't worry. LeBron's ready to win it for him. Just pick up where he left off. So Shaq was first before. I don't know what's happened. Parker's definitely going to win that. We got lots of Pistons in here. LeBron a few times. The month, Amare and LeBron. Rookies, Darren and Bogut, who are the guys battling it out for Rookie of the Year. We still have possibly the top 4, and now we lost the 10th, so 6 of the top 10. We are now 7 games up with 7 games left, so the chances of losing all those and them winning all of theirs are very slim, so I think I can give a little rest to some people. Probably not Kobe, because I want him to get some awards that he's lacked because he's missed so many freaking games over the years. But Chris Paul can play more. We don't need Dwayne Wade to hurt himself at this point. Actually, we can do that somewhere else probably. Let's let Paul play there. $15. Probably rest Shaq somewhere else. Let's go here. We're going to go ahead and save this as our playoff lineup for now, until we need that. We'll get Josh Smith and some others here in a bit. Maybe do this back-to-back first. Okay, did we already do all this? No, we did not. Suns are good. Mavs are pretty good too, I think. Alright, let's get through these 2. Chris Paul is going to be not playing for a while. Well, there might be a way to switch that to Josh Smith. Might have to get creative. We're going to have to really switch what Peyton and Nash are doing. Nash comes back in. Let's have him go out earlier. This is Peyton. This is Kobe. That's where Josh Smith comes into play. Actually, let's do Hill, Smith, Smith. And that has to be Peyton. Nash at 30. Kobe, Hill. This needs to be a shooting guard, which means Peyton or Wade. Let's do Wade, Kobe, Hill, and then Smith can play a little bit. Okay, how's that look? So we're not giving GP the rest that I want him to have. We don't really have another point guard to play. It could be Wade, I guess, if we play Kobe at more shooting guard. Then I just have to switch Wade's secondary position, which is fine. Let's try that. Point guard. Point guard. Shooting guard. Small forward. And point guard. Shooting guard. Small forward. Do the same thing over here. Beautiful. Let's let Josh Smith play another one there. Alright, let's go ahead and save that. Because I'm guessing Chris Paul's not playing the rest of this season. Alright, let's look at these. 16 over the Raptors. Nene leads the way with 22. Kobe got 38 in that one. Nash. Shaq with 4 blocks. 3 for 12. D Wade's not good. Beat the Rockets by 20. They're decent. Carmelo got 27, which is what he averages. Seems like this team should be better than they are. They just don't really have an interior presence. They've got too many wings. Let's get through this game. We beat them by 40. I did not expect that because they are really good. We held Duncan to 14. Crawford to 16. D Wade gets 37 points. So that's his new career high. Off the bench. It's fun. Kobe with a double-double. Shaq barely got one. Dwight Howard, 12.7 boards. Alright, we've got 4 games left. It is time to probably rest some people like GP, who did miss some, right? No, he's played every game. Aw, I don't really want to do that to people who haven't missed a game. Like Nash has. The problem is we don't have another point guard, and I forgot to make Dwayne Wade's secondary position point guard. So I'm glad I didn't lose that game. He's actually best at small forward. Aaron McKee technically could play point guard too. He did for the Sixers. Shaq's not missed a game. Hill has. I mean, Hill's old enough to where we could probably rest him too, for Josh Smith to play some more. Whoops. I have a feeling I could start Wade the rest of these games and he'd still win 6th man. Let's try it. Or, okay, if we rest Nash, I want to keep Wade as 6th man actually. Rest Hill, Josh Smith would start. Let's try this. So Hill, just because he's older, doesn't need to play. Nash, because he's gotten hurt, I think, twice this year. Let's see how this can work out. We'll have Dwayne Wade play all of the point guard minutes. That Mr. Payton is not playing. Be interesting to see. He'll probably get lots and lots of assists, is my guess. $25. Put McKee in. Play there. Alright, and then here is where we need somebody else to play as well. Maybe Tony Allen finally gets to play. Do it here. Alright. Why not? Get some more defense on the court. Something similar. Whoops. And who can this be? It needs to be a shooting guard or small forward. I guess McKee. Probably take one away from Kobe and be fine right here. So Allen's at 17. There's really no way to give David Lee or Kemp minutes without really disrupting the other guys. I don't want Garnett and Howard to play less because they're already playing less than they probably should. Shaq I could take another one away from probably. Let's do here. Alright, so we're still 10 man, but we're not playing 2 starters, or 2 rotation players. So this will be fun. I don't think Tony Allen's really played. How many games did he get to play? 5 games as a rookie. He's played just in random minutes so far this year. Kemp has not played as a Pacer yet, so we might try to make that happen in the last game, but we wrap up with 3 away games. That's not cool. The Mavericks are 50 and 27. We did still beat them by 33. We did get to 70 wins again. It's always a milestone to celebrate. Kobe and Wade go for 50 combined. Tony Allen got 10 points, made a 3. He can't be that good at them. He's 72 at them. How's Aaron McKee done when he's played? Pretty bad, it looks like. But he also hasn't played that much. 9 games. Well, he has a chance to turn that around. Ben Gordon got 25. Powell with 15. 6 blocks. Let's do this first of the back-to-back, and then we'll look at things again. 10-point win over the Nets, who are very good as well. Terry and Brand lead the way. They do not have Ray Allen anymore, though, because he tore his Achilles. Kobe with 39. He's really trying to make that All-NBA first team. Shaq has a chance to as well. We'll see. Bosch somehow didn't get a rebound. Tony Allen made another 3. What's happening with that? Alright, so for these last 2 games, Josh Smith is cold. That's not cool. What do we want to do here? Probably rest Kobe another minute. I really want David Lee to play a little bit, so let's get him in here. Why not? And then Sean Kemp can play a little bit as well. Yeah. Save that just in case an injury happens here in the second to last game. Alright, so Shaq's down to 26. That's fine. Switch the order of these guys. We are now 12-man. Get through the Bucks game. We still won by 6. Gilbert is always at the top every time we play them. Makes sense, I guess. Wade and Kobe still having great games with a little less minutes. Tony Allen missed both his threes in this one. John Kemp came in and made both his shots, got a rebound, assist, and a block. Cool. Now officially he has played for the Pacers. He still isn't retiring. David Lee got 3 points. Looks like, no, it wasn't an and one, but he's played now 2 games. Alright, and the Lakers are decent, but we're not really playing for anything at this point. Kobe's third. Wade's still there. Shaq's third there, so I don't really want to bench him if there's a chance. Sometimes it doesn't go to who's listed first, which makes a lot of sense, right? But we can probably give more to David. Guess that didn't do much, but whatever. Simcast, because I think it'll advance me if I simulate the last game. Well, up 5, up a lot. Lost that quarter. Win by 23. Alright, D Wade got 38, so that's a new career high for him. He missed 3 shots, didn't even shoot a 3, made all his free throws. What a game for Dwayne Wade. Kobe also at 34, so putting an exclamation point at the end of this season. Shaq only had 9 points, so that's not great. Didn't get any blocks, so might as well not have played him because that only hurt his averages for Defensive Player of the Year. Aaron McKee ended up shooting amazing in his games. He got to play 12 games. He's super happy. Okay then, Sean Kemp, 5 points, 1 for 3 shooting. For the Lakers, Richard Jefferson, Hughes, Billups double-double, Rasheed is hurt. Chris Paul is back. Kobe just got MVP. So tell me how that works. LeBron was first the entire year, and Kobe jumps up and gets MVP. That's awesome. He also did a 50-40-90. Not just a 50-40-90, but a 53-47-92. Wasn't even paying attention to his percentages. Rookie of the Year goes to Darren Williams for the Bobcats. Sixth man, Dwayne Wade. He did a 50-40-84. Timmy gets Defensive Player of the Year, averaging 20 points and 11.5 rebounds, 2 blocks. Most Improved, Tony Parker. Coach of the Year, Billy Cunningham for the 11th time. Executive is not me. It is the Nets, so they must have gotten better. All right, Kobe does get All-NBA first team for the second time, first time in 6 years. That was also his second MVP from that same year. T-Mac, first team for the first time. He's never even been second team. Kidd, 9th time there. LeBron, 2 in a row there. Shaq, 9th time as a first teamer, but hasn't done it in 3 years. He was third team last year. So 2 first teamers. Second team, we got Gilbert. He was first team last year. Iverson, who's done it 9 out of 10 years, made an All-NBA team. Amare, first time there. Hito, second year in a row. And Jermaine O'Neal, didn't make it last year, but was third team for 2 years before. Michael Redd makes it for the 3rd straight year as a third teamer. Carter twice. Carmelo was first team last year. Timmy only third team after being first team the last couple years. And Pau Gasol with his first All-NBA. All defense, Kidd, 10th time there. Iggy makes it. He was second team last year. Timmy, we can't even see it. Karolinko, first time being a first teamer. And Shaq, we can't see that either, but he's had it several times. Gary Payton was the second team, so I think he was last year as well, but he's a 9-time first teamer, so defense is crazy for Gary Payton. Baron Davis with 4. LeBron, third times all defense. Chris Webber, usually a first teamer, now downgraded to the second team. And Andrew Bogut, as a rookie, gets second team all defense. We got the all rookie first team here and the second team. So I kept Chris Paul from being in here because he didn't play that much. And we match up against the Celtics. Pistons are the 2 seed. So teams I remember losing to this year are the Pistons, the Nets, the Warriors, I think the Suns, Grizz. So it's not a for sure thing. Playoffs can be kind of random. Let's go ahead and get starters back in here. He goes down there. And he goes down there. We'll probably just do our normal lineup to kick things off. So Smith is not active. What happened? Oh, I didn't give the minutes, so there we go. The only thing we will do is give Shaq his 30th minute back. And now we'll save that, I guess, as my playoff, since it actually is. We are 10-man again, and we are facing off against the Celtics, who have no injuries. They are 6-4 in their last 10 games. Zaza should not be a problem. Perkins should not be a problem. Probably just stay off of him. Humphrey should not be a problem. They just got all sorts of power forwards and centers, it seems. Anderson, I think, can shoot. And that's probably who Peyton's guarding. Or no, this is team with Michael Redd. That's who Peyton's guarding. We could do Wade. I think Peyton's going to make sense. Chris Paul's really good at this too. Let's do Peyton. We got to guard him really tight, go over everything, and probably keep him from shooting threes. Morris Peterson's also a good three-point shooter. Luther Head can shoot as well. Or he's supposed to be able to. Samaki cannot. Murray doesn't play. Earl Boykins, we'll let him do his thing. Blake, Lewis, Thomas. All right. So I think we are ready for the Boston Celtics. Do a quick look before we start, because sometimes we don't stop and see who led the league here. Tracy McGrady ended up averaging over 30 points per game. LeBron Red over 28. Some really high scores in the league this year. Kobe with career high 25.2 points. Beautiful. Rebounds. Duncan leads the way. Assists. Kidd beats out Damon Stoudemire. Got 10.5 assists. That's 3 more than he did last year. But it's a new team, and he has a lot of firepower on that team, so it makes sense. Peyton was 6th. Nash was 10th. Steals. We got Iverson and GP, followed by Billups. Blocks. Jermaine beats Bogut and Shaq. Billups turned it over a lot. Jefferson fouled a lot. Shaq ended up beating out Dwayne Wade as the highest field goal percentage. T-Mac and Red shot the most. Shane Battier shot the best from downtown. Kobe was 3rd. Michael Red shot the most threes. Googs was great from the line. Amare shot the most. Shaq and Wade were down here. All right, let's sim game 1. Victory by 25. Dwayne Wade, Kobe, and Shaq. Bosch with 13. 4 steals for Peyton. Didn't shoot well, but looks like he took care of Michael Redd. Well, I guess we'll find out when we look at the Celtics. No, he did not take care of Michael Redd. He had 37 points. Oh boy. Well, I guess if we're still going to win by 25, we just make Michael Redd have to beat us because they don't have much else from a scoring threat perspective. Did we change anything? I do wonder if I shouldn't just go after his threes on the transition. Maybe he's getting layups too because he shot a ridiculous percentage. Okay, let's try that again. Game 2. Victory by 22. Kobe with 36 made 4 threes. Double-double for Shaq and Nash, 14 assists. Peyton again shot terribly. So evidently he can't play offense against Michael Redd, who shot much, much worse. So I guess we'll just stick with whatever that was. But Peterson shot much, much better. Samaki with a double-double. Seems like if we just like double team these guys, they're kind of hopeless. Alright, game 3. Victory by 12, so a little harder on the road. Redd was awesome again, so was Peterson. Kendrick Perkins was 6 for 7. Everybody shot well. They shot a really good percentage, but so did we. Nash with 29. Might be the most he's had in a playoff game. I don't think there's a way to see that, but he made 5 of his 6 threes. They were combined 10 for 14. Bosch made a 3. He doesn't shoot them very often. Shaq fouled out in 23 minutes. I guess he's fouling Michael Redd. I don't really know. Payton was 0 for 4. No injuries still. We're outscoring them by 20, out-rebounding. Yeah, it's a blowout there, but I feel like there are some people struggling, like Kevin Garnett and Gary Payton. Let's go see what we can do about that. We can take a minute away from Payton, probably. Do it there. And Bosch can take one back there. That's going to be a huge difference maker, I'm sure. Not. Alright, see if we can sweep. Are there any other? The Hawks might sweep the Raptors. Nuggets might sweep LeBron and the Blazers. That'd be crazy. Maybe Battier makes that much of a difference. And the Grizz are up 2-0 on the Lakers. Alright, Kevin Garnett is hurt. Was he hurt when I was on this before? Did he just get hurt in practice? What just happened? It looks like he should not play. Okay. Well, Josh Smith is ready to go, I suppose. Alright, we're still doing this Paul minute. We can still give Bosch his minutes back. Let's do actually one there too. And this is going to be no KG, which I probably don't have. I guess I did, but might have been from a long time ago. Alright, Bosch up to 30. And we need to do that here too. And hopefully we can complete the sweep. Let's try it. We do. Michael Red was phenomenal. Averaged 30 points against me. Chris Humphreys randomly got 24 points, double his average. Peterson only got 12 on that one. Didn't have much depth. Shaq decides to show up for this one. Ended up averaging 17 and 10, 4 assists. Bosch and Wade with 22. Copley only had 12, but also had 12 assists. Josh Smith steps it up, gets 3 blocks. All right. So we're playing either the Nets or the Sixers. There are no more injuries. That's good. The Sixers take a 3-2 lead. The Grizzlies just swept the Lakers. So only 2 sweeps. Kevin Garnett is back. That's good news. We'll do that still. The Pistons beat the Bucks 4-1. Mavericks upset the Suns 4-1. So Pau Gasol into the second round. We got Game 7 here. We got several Game 7s. The Sixers beat the Nets. Hawks beat the Raptors. The Seattle Supersonics just upset the 1 seed. So Yao Ming beats the Super Team Warriors. Wow. Hey, no worries. You can always catch up with the videos later. But here we are trying to win another championship in 2006. So Nuggets and Grizz. The Sonics upset the Warriors. That's crazy. But we got to get ready for the 76ers, who are the Allen Iverson 76ers. We're outscoring them, out-rebounding them, out-assisting them, and out-shooting them. So it seems like it should be a win for the Pacers. They got Ridnour. Iverson is who Peyton's going to guard. Zerbiak can shoot 3. So can Bino. Ivy not so much. Ariza probably not that good yet. Mecca's not a shooter. Neither is Batee. Neither is Bradley. So if Peyton is on AI, then Nash is guarding Parker. Or if Peyton's in with Wade, then Wade's on Parker. I guess that's fine. Jimmy Jackson's an A+ three-point shooter. Seems like they got some three-point threats. Theo Ratliff is not one of them. Oh boy. Well, Shaq would probably be guarding Bradley, but we're just going to let it play out. They lost all 3 of their home games and won all 4 of the away games. I'm guessing that's not happened in a playoff series. Let's see how game 1 goes. We do win by only 6 points. Wade and Kobe. Nice games. KG got to the line a lot. Bosch, we had 16 blocks as a team. Shaq's down here with 5 points, shooting 5 times. Terrible free throws. That's his worst game of the year. He always has problems against, I feel like it's Sean Bradley or somebody else he's always bad against. Chris Paul, 4 points. AI got 31 and fouled out. Parker fouled out 2. Batee fouled out. Wally fouled out. We had 61 free throw attempts because they had almost 40 fouls. So that is not good. We won this game by 6, and they didn't have like 4 of their starters. Because I think Wally starts, and Batee probably does. He's 79, so if not, he plays a whole lot off the bench. Well, AI made 4 of his 5 threes. They shot even better than us. That was not a good game, really. Probably actually need to play Peyton more because Allen Iverson's on this team, so he has to defend him. All right, we got Seattle winning another game over there. Detroit and Memphis all won. Game 2, victory for the Pacers. That's more like it. 33-point win, or 43-point win. Kobe and it's Bosch with a 2016 game. Shaq was much, much better. Still couldn't make free throws. D. Wade had a nice game. 8 assists for Nash. Garnett good off the bench. GP, one of his better games. All around good looking stuff here. Iverson we held to 21. He didn't shoot bad though. Okay. We will take that. Now we just need to win in Philly. Biggest lead was 47. Still no injuries. Let's win in Philly. We did by 32. AI got 23. Again, didn't shoot bad. Just probably needs to shoot more on this team. Instead of 3 for 7 from Batee and Bradley. Tony Parker's not been doing much here against me. Kobe and Shaq, 27 apiece. Shaq's made 3 free throws in every game. I think he was 3 for 12, then 3 for 10, and now 3 for 15. Really, really bad here in the playoffs. But if he's going to score 27 and only miss 3 shots, I guess I'm not going to complain too much. GP, 4 steals. Nash didn't make a shot, neither did Hill. Can we complete the sweep? Let's go see if anybody's struggling so much that they shouldn't, or we should change some minutes. Here's the semifinal stats. Wade shooting 73%. Looks like Nash is struggling the most along with Hill. Well, we can probably do a little something about that, because let's put GP 1 more minute, Paul there, and then Hill would have to lose them to Kobe, which we can do there. Sure. Alright, Grizzlies are trying to sweep the Nuggets. We got Pistons and maybe the Sonics. Game 4, can we sweep? We do. The Grizzlies also completed the sweep. Seems like a collision course maybe with the Grizzlies. But he leads the team. Iverson did not do much at all in that one. Kobe, 37 points. 15-15. Double-double. Shaq only shot 1, so... But we had 2 guys shoot 10 free throws and make 9 of them, so I'd rather see that. Garnett was not good. Hill and Paul were not good. All right. Well, thankfully we've been injury-free. Serbiak tore his tricep in that game. We will play either the Pistons or the Hawks. Could it be the Hawks? The Sonics, the 8 seed, are now in the Western Conference Finals. I'm going to have some fun and simcast that. Do you see the score of that? It says 107 to 59 down there. Let's do a little simcast just to see if it's worth jumping in. The Hawks are the Paul Pierce, Lamar Odom team. The Pistons have Kidd and Stoudemire and Ilgauskas. It doesn't look like it's going to be worthy of jumping in. Well, now that I say that, well, looks like the Hawks are going to do it. Hawks move on to the Eastern Conference Finals, so Paul Pierce and Jay Williams will this team. This team does not belong in the Eastern Conference Finals, doesn't look like. This team is much more talented, but it doesn't always go that way. So we got Grizz Sonics. I don't know that the Grizz will sweep the Sonics, but I think they'll get by them. We got to get ready for the Hawks. They only have one role player out for season. We're scoring a lot more than them, out-rebounding them by quite a bit. This team actually has worse stats than the Sixers that we just played. In the playoffs, Nash has been about the same, just shooting really, really well at threes. Peyton has been struggling from the field, but getting more steals. Kobe's shooting not quite as good from the field, but getting more assists. Bosch has been much better scorer. Shaq's not scored quite as much, but his free throws have been awful. That's part of the reason why. Dwayne Wade's been amazing. KG's struggled a bit. Dwight Howard's been pretty good. Paul has struggled as well. Let's do that. Alright, who we got for the Hawks here? Jay Williams is 85 and probably who we need Gary Payton to guard. Paul Pierce. I don't know that we have somebody great for guarding him. You'd think it would be Kobe, but he's really not that great at defense. D. Wade could make some sense. Pierce is a little more powerful. Smith would be good if he was in the rotation. Same with Tony Allen. So we might just go auto on this. Garnett actually could be interesting. An interesting thought depending on how things go. Lamar Odom. That would probably be a good matchup for Garnett, actually. So let's do that. Let's put Garnett on Odom whenever he's in, because he's one of their top scorers. That's a fake guy. Woods is hurt. Stoudemire's not very good. Ersan looks like he can't really shoot that well. Lou Williams, fake guy. Michael Dickerson's not very good. Sprewell, I don't know how well he can shoot. He's pretty old at this point. He should not be a threat. Oh yeah, DG. This should be an easy series, but usually when I think that is when it's not. So let's see how game one goes. We win by 18. Kobe, Nash, and Shaq lead the way. GP with kind of a rare double-double. How many did he have this year? He only had 5. His first of the playoffs. Dwayne Wade only had 8 points. Too many turnovers. Jay Williams, it was not Paul Pierce. He only shot 9 times and almost fouled out. It was Jay Williams going off with Gary Payton guarding him. That makes sense. Not. No further injuries. So let's try that a little different on J and Sim. Alright, Grizzlies won their first game over there. We only beat them by 10 here. Kevin Garnett leads the team, only missed one shot. Shaq 18, Kobe was not great from the field. GP was. Bosch 4 blocks. Nash 2 for 8. For the Hawks, Pierce was better, but still not great. Salim Stoudemire got 17. We held Jay Williams in check this time with only 9 points. So it seems like this should be a bigger win, but it wasn't. Still no injuries. Let's win one in Hotlanta. We do. This one by 13. Seems like their defense must be pretty good because they're holding our score down more than usual. Pierce got over 20 this time. Salim shot 20 times. 5 for 20. What is he doing? We got Jay Williams only with 12. Kobe and Shaq over 20. Wade almost got there. Well, I like it. Alright, Jay Williams has a sore hamstring. So I'm not going to just put Peyton on him. We'll see. Nash can maybe guard him if he's hurt. And let's see how people are doing, if we should change any minutes. Whoops. We want per game stats of the conference finals. Kobe's shooting worse than usual. Bosch is the one struggling in this one, along with Paul and Hill. Well, we can fix some of that with Kevin Garnett. Here and here. And then Kobe, I had play that one. Take one away from. Let's try to end this thing. Put the firepower in. Game 4 in Atlanta. Victory. We have swept our way into the finals. Paul Pierce gradually increased his scoring every game. Salim Stoudemire tried to sabotage this series, it seems. He shot terribly and shot a lot every game. Shaq, 25 and 10. D. Wade and Kobe both got over 20. Bosch did much better in this one. I took his minutes away and it didn't actually count. Steve Nash fouled out in 23 minutes. What did Jay end up doing? 15 with his injury. Peyton 2 for 11. Not good. Alright. We are playing probably the Grizzlies. We should probably just go ahead and prepare for them. Gary Payton has a bruised left knee, so maybe I won't prepare for them until I know what's going on with them. We're only scoring 2 more points than them. Not a huge rebounding difference. A lot more assists, though. Field goals are about the same, and threes are pretty close. So this is going to be a clash. If the Grizz win this game, we get both teams who swept their way to the finals. He's day-to-day, so we're hoping that he's going to be back in time, because we're going to need him. They have Stoudemire and Jason Richardson. They did indeed sweep their way. Barron tried, 29. Yao Ming got 20. I forgot about Jamal Mashburn as well. Jermaine. So this team is looking like good stuff. It wasn't Jason Richardson did it. Oh boy, were any of them even close? That's a 36-point win. Game 1. Oh, that's 58. That's 58. This one's 23, and this one's 10, so at least there was one close one. Oh boy. Getting ready for the Grizzlies. And I went the wrong way. Peyton, I feel like he would still play. What's mostly down is his shooting. Well, and his speed. That's not good. But he'd probably still play. He's Gary Payton. It's the playoffs. Maybe we take a minute away from him. I guess it already kind of got taken away. Let's do that. I feel like we're going to need the firepower here. Bosch struggled in that last series. Alright, Mo Williams is their backup point guard. Jamal Mashburn, I think, can make threes. Jermaine is who Shaq's guarding. Ty Lue is a three-point shooter. Bobby Simmons. Marvin is a rookie. J. Rich is who... probably Wade at this point can guard. I hope. Stoudemire is probably who Peyton needs to guard. Tony Delk is not a bad shooter. Birdman is not a good shooter. Whoops. Neither is Malik Rose. Have guys ready to help off these guys, I think. Haslam can have a mid-range, so we'll leave him. Mercer's probably not playing much. This is going to be interesting. If it's a loss, I'm probably going to have to simcast to see where things are going wrong, but let's just try normal sim. We did win by 25, and we won every quarter. Second quarter being the biggest or best blowout. Shaq had 15 boards, 7 assists. Didn't get a block. We only had 2 for the game. It was Steve Nash and Dwight Howard. Well, Nash probably would have been the last guy. Maybe Chris Paul be the last guy, I'd guess, to get a block. Nash be second to last, though. Pretty good shooting other than Steve Nash. Can't ask for much more than that from these guys. We couldn't really make a three, but we didn't shoot that many. Steve Nash didn't even make one. For them, Jermaine fouled out. Richardson did not go off for too much. Mashburn and Stoudemire both held to 9, so they shot pretty bad. We were 53 to their 42%. So if we just made a few more threes, this would have been a slaughtering. Peyton's still day to day. Who does it say? So it says Dwight should be playing 30 minutes. No, probably not. Actually, it says Garnett should play more than Bosch. That's interesting. Whoops. Well, I guess we're playing. Dwayne Wade is on the screen because he's technically my best player, I guess. I meant to look to see what Bosch and Garnett did. Bosch was actually better, so let's just go ahead and do game 2. It is a win. Oh, by 40. I did not expect that at all. We made 9 threes in this one. Kobe made 5 of them. Otherwise didn't shoot great. But Wade and Bosch were amazing. Shaq did well. Peyton and Nash almost double-doubles. This was good stuff. Richardson did get his 25 this game. Jermaine got 4 blocks, missed a 3. Why he's shooting threes. Okay, that's promising. Get up 2-0 on our home court. Let's see if we can do 3-0 in Memphis. Gary Payton is back. We're going to leave it and win in Memphis by 9. Jay Rich, 30 points. What's he averaging for the playoffs? 23.5, about what he did in the season. Jermaine at 16, a little below his average. Is that Mo? That's Mo Williams getting 18 in 18 minutes. Mashburn and Stoudemire have not been big threats in this series so far. Shaq, 26. All right. Well, now to try to complete the sweep, I think we go all out with the minutes. Let's go see who's doing what here in the finals. We got 3 guys averaging 20. Dwayne Wade shooting 73%. Nash is not doing great, nor is Grant Hill. So Nash and Hill would be the guys to take away from. Gary Payton shooting 68%. Kobe is trying to get a 3rd straight finals MVP here, by the way. Alright, so Nash. Let's do Paul. Payton. Since Nash is not doing great, he can lose some of his minutes. Let's get Payton there. And then Hill was doing bad too, but the only way to give him fewer is if Kobe plays even more, which I guess he can. 38 in the finals seems doable. Give Shaq maybe another. Let's do it here. Alright, can we complete the sweep in Memphis? We're going to simcast it so we can jump in and see the celebration if it's going to be happening. It's a good start. Really good start. Up 10 at the end of the first. But it's close at halftime. Back and forth in the third. We got a 7. Uh-oh. Close. Yeah, there we go. Let's watch the last minute 25 with 14 point lead. We're on the cool Memphis court.
.125 left in the 4th quarter. Passes to O'Neal.
We got Tremaine and Damon, Birdman. What a shot.
Well, the defense refusing
Peyton,
to give
Shaq,
up anything
Wade,
easy.
Kobe, and Bosch. So
that kind of intensity.
the closing lineup is in.
Peyton finds Bryant.
This is the first year with these uniforms, by the way. Got them the year Granger got drafted, which was this year. Kobe misses.
And the rebound goes
Jermaine
to the
gets the
Grizzlies.
board.
And wow, that's the end of an epic
Jonas
journey
Haslam bringing the ball up the
taken by
court.
both
I
these
don't know what's
teams in
happening. Now Stoudemire's under the
unbelievable
goal.
fashion. Get the NBA
Jermaine O'Neal with the follow.
for the Pacers.
You know, a team can have a great shooting night without getting a
Nash
lot of
only has
assists, but
3
tonight they had
assists.
both.
Yeah, and listen, you only get
It
the
looks like
assist
the Grizz are
the guy
about
you
to
give
empty
it to
their
makes the
bench.
shot. So
The
a
next
lot
dead
of
ball.
assists
Kobe's still
will
trying to
up your
score. He's
field
missed
goal
2
percentage, but this is a great team
jumpers
effort
here.
by everyone.
And they're going to win the title in the
Who's
most
that in the
emphatic
corner
way
over there?
possible.
That's
With a
Malik Rose.
clean
They got
sweep in the
O'Neal,
finals.
Birdman,
And
Malik
guys, once
Rose,
they
and
got them
Udonis
down
Haslam.
3-0,
So
it could
pretty much
taste
4 power
that
forwards or
championship. There
centers
just
and
was
Damon
no way
Stoudemire.
they were letting them off the hook. They came out with a little something
What's
extra and
up with
just made
that?
sure that we were going to see a
Looks like
trophy
the Pacers
presentation
are also
here
emptying the
today.
bench.
And while there was some nice performances tonight, it definitely ended up being a solid outing for Kobe Bryant.
We got
An
Shaq's
unbelievable
still in.
scoring performance.
Oh,
He
why'd they run over there
absolutely
then?
took
Looked
over
like they were going
and
out.
never let up.
The Grizz put in Mashburn, Marvin Williams, Richardson, so they have
Here's
almost their
Richardson.
starters except Jermaine's out for Birdman.
Overweight.
Richardson with a step back. It looked like he had a
Richardson, no
layup.
luck. Smart,
Please,
accurate
you don't need
passes,
to
Greg, are
shoot.
really paying off for them
Just
at the
run,
moment.
just run
And
the
also
clock
good
out. Come
off-ball
on.
movement.
Nope, we
Everyone
don't
is
need
paying
Kobe
attention
with a
and
step
looking
back.
to create the best shot.
Shaq with the
for
board.
team.
Pass to
Now we can run the clock out.
Wade
Or
outside.
Kobe has to keep shooting. D Wade maybe gonna
The
run the
pass to
clock out.
Payton.
Yes.
And that's it, folks. The Indiana
Victory.
Pacers have won it
11
all.
straight
Wow.
championships for the Indiana Pacers.
Thank you, everyone, for making it out to the
And
Oh,
I
to be crowned a
think this is
champion
only
on
maybe
the
like the
road is
second time
something
we've
else. To win
swept
and to do
through
it with a crowd
the
that was
playoffs.
so emotional and so into this
I'd
game.
have to go
You've
back
beaten
and
the
look, which I
team and you've conquered
probably
everything
won't.
that this great arena
But I
holds.
don't feel like it's happened
It's
that
a
often.
bittersweet moment for the home crowd. But our full credit
We've had
to
some
the
weird
victors
struggles
and the
with teams
amazing
during the
job they
playoffs
did to never lose
over the
focus
years.
or drive. And boy, this is
A
the
lot of Pacers
moment
fans
they've
there
been
in
working
Memphis,
towards
sitting
all
courtside.
season long. And even though they don't get to celebrate in front of
Patrick
their
Ewing
own
there as an
fans,
assistant coach.
does not take
Gets
away
another ring,
from the
along with
satisfaction.
however many he got
Now, let's
during
take
his
you to the
playing career with the
presentation
Pacers.
of the Larry O'Brien Trophy. NBA Commissioner doing the honors.
One team has emerged victorious. The NBA
I'm guessing it's going to be Kobe. It kind of depends on what
Congratulations
happened
to the whole
during this
organization and,
game,
of course,
but
this
Kobe
incredible
had
team.
the best
This Larry
stats.
O'Brien trophy, and I believe this suitcase are yours.
I continue to be a little fearful for when Billy Cunningham will call it a career. I don't know how much coaching has to do with the success of your team, but
You're Bill Russell, Finals MVP.
And
so
when you talk
KG
about the most
comes back to the
valuable
team,
player,
wins another championship. We get Chris Paul winning a championship as a rookie. Kobe Bryant does indeed win his third straight Finals MVP. Averaged 23, did not shoot a good percentage in the series, which means it was probably pretty bad in that game. 6 for 18, yeah, I'd say so. Shaq double-double. Peyton got 14 assists in that one. Pretty good closing game, I would say. Jermaine, only 4 for 15. And there were no further injuries, thankfully. All right, and that concludes season number 23. We can see here that is 3 straight Finals MVPs. The Grizz made it to the Finals for the second time. They made it in the second year of their existence when they were still in Vancouver. That was after they stole Reggie Miller from the Pacers in the expansion draft the previous year. But it's been a rotation of some of the same players winning MVP. Nash got one of them, but Kobe with his third. Shaq's had 3. KG's had 2. Peyton's had 3. We had Ewing with 4. Pippen with 1. Kellogg with one, and it was actually randomly Derek Harper who got the first one. And I believe he was my 6th man that year. He just had a really good series. And Kobe with his 2nd Finals MVP. Pacers are back on the board after 3 years away. Webber, and LeBron, which I still don't understand why LeBron didn't get it this year, but whatever. I don't think there are any big storylines heading into the off season, because we've got team options for Wade, Howard, Bosch, Smith, Allen. So the only free agents are Kemp, who said he was retiring before we traded for him, so we'll see if he follows through with that or not. Aaron McKee, who's been a veteran, just mentor. So those are the only 2 free agents. The other thought that I had is trading Steve Nash, just because Chris Paul should be playing more, and we could probably start Dwayne Wade at this point since he's tied for my best player. So while it was cool to get him 6th man of the year, starting Peyton Wade and Kobe is probably the way to go. But we'll see. Kind of depends on what pops up trade-wise, if we can get something for Nash. I don't know who else we'd really be looking to trade. That's too much money probably for what we're using Grant Hill for, but he's one of my favorite players to watch before his injuries took a toll. It's kind of cool to have him on the team. So we'll see what happens. We do have several draft picks. So if you think about, okay, we're losing Kemp and McKee at least. Well, a good Kemp replacement's right there in LaMarcus Aldridge. Nice McKee replacement in Brandon Roy. If we trade Nash, we got Rondo. So while we definitely won't use many of these picks, we could probably use 2 or 3 of them and have some options open for how we move forward. So we'll see how it goes. Till then, thanks for tuning in. Shoe Shack Redemption's out.